So this is Baruch here at the Tikkun Elevator Kollel, and today we're going to learn a little shtickle on the Kriat Shema. We're over here on page Kuf Yud. Excuse me, I have a little cold. I'm getting older. Hopefully, so we're going to begin right here on number Kaf Tas, and we're going to get into the idea of the different positions we find ourselves when we say the Kriat Shema, because there are 4 different times of saying Kriat Shema. So now we come to the bedtime Kriat Shema. He said, it comes out like this, but before you even start to say the Kriat Shema, there were only all the mochim of Kaddas that Zah had at this time were mochim pnimim the ima bilvad. In other words, basically everything is quieted down. So therefore, when we come to this magic word, Yisrael Shema Yisrael, which is the second word, in order to be able to pull down the radiance that's coming to it from up above, in order to be able to bring up Mayan Nukvin, the godless, in order also to be able to receive the Mocha, the godless. Just a little bit of word about that. We shouldn't forget that in Kabbalah we understand that what goes up, which is Mayim Nukvin, has the effect of bringing down Shefa. So therefore, when we're able to elevate this Mayim Nukvin, we're able to draw down the Shefa that we need when we say the word Yisroel. So let's look over here at the at the Tiv. This would be number Kaf Tes from up above. It's down right here. So he said, that is before we say, so now you're about to get it to go to bed. The only thing that Zah has within him, these are the words, the Tzadi de Katnis, which is the lowest element of light that comes into Zer Anpin, the Ima Levad. So now we say the magic word. The magic word is Yisroel. Then that causes the Mayim Nukvin that we're bringing up as a result of our statement to bring down a tremendous amount of light from up above. And why does this light come in? Because it gives him the strength, it's the ammunition that he needs in order to be able to be Ma'alaman. And as a result of that, what happens when you're Ma'alaman? You cause a yichud of the parts of that is above the male and female aspect, which are Abba Ve'ima, the parts of above. But the Kabbalah B'zera Mamochin the godless, and from here receive the Mochin the godless. Now here we are in number Lamed Aleph, and Lamed Aleph is up above here. So and then the Yochel the Hamshek Aragadayla. So then you see that they're not able to really pull down a tremendous amount of light. Now, what does he mean? To pull with Hamshek, to extend, to stream, something like a great light. Rat Madrega Achad Belvad, only from one level. Yosef B'Mashu Hoyelo Techila, so they're only able to bring light down from one level more than what it was to begin with. What it was to begin was the Penimis of Ima. Because that's what he had. He had the mochin, and he says in the plural that are coming from the katnas of the penimius of Ima alone. So now you come to the word Yisroel. So he says, now there's more radiance coming down from that. He mekifim the katnas the ima there, the mekifim the katnas of ima. So you're able to bring this down. Now, let me see what the Tivuk Kavanos has to say on number Lamed Aleph. Here we are down here. It says Ukasha Omrim Mekriya Shemash Alamita Tevis Yisrael. So when you say the word Yisrael, Ein Ana Yehola Lahamshik the Zecha Barak Bedrega Acha Bavad, we're only able to pull down the Zerapin one Bedrega. And there's one that understand it like this. Before, now you're going to bed, you're about to go to bed, and at this particular time between Lifnei Kriya Shemal Shalamita, Hoyle Zaharak had Tzadi the Katas the Iman. Now remember, Tzadi is a way of explaining the mochin that come into Zeranpin. There is actually, it's part of the phrase Tzalim. The Tzadi the Tzalim is the bottom of the Tzalim, and it's the part that goes into Zeranpin because the light is not so great. The Lamed Mem Tzalim, of that word Salik Lamed Mem, refer to Oros Mekifim. These Oros Mekifim are much more powerful lights. They can't really abide inside of Zeranpin. They're too strong. They have to shine from the outside. So he said, now you say the word Tevis Yisrael. It only really brings down the Lamed Mem. In other words, the Makifim of kindness. So now he has within him, when you say this, he has the whole Tzalim. Now let me see, we're on number Lamed Bet, we'll back up, and let's see it from here. V'nimsa, so now the man actually is brought up when you come to the word echad. Hine ein lo adayim rak ad madregas mekifim de'ima, but he only had the madrega of the mekifim of ima because he said the word Yisroel. It brought in the mekifim of ima. But it's missing still the mekifim of abba dekatas. Now let's see, we have two different magic words, or trigger words. The first word is Yisroel, which brings down mochin dekatas. So it helps to bring down we have this catapult kind of idea, or the springboard kind of ideas, is that the more mochin that are pressing down into, and these are mochin dekatas, which is all the problems that we have really. We're pressing it down. We're making it a possibility for a higher elevation, the more mochas of kindness that we have. When you say the word Yisroel, so originally, the Zeranpin must have a minimum of the mochin, panimim, of kindness, of ima. Otherwise, he's dead. So he has those. Now, when you say the word Yisroel, the makifim come in. So now the lamed mem and the makifim, the kindness, the ima, are now in. Now, you're going to go through the rest of the Kriat Shema where it says, Shema Yisrael Hashem, Elokeinu Hashem. And then it says the word Echad. There is a concept there, which we're not going into right now, called the Arba Mises based in, where you really look at yourself along with your Mochin Ekadnas and sacrifice yourself mentally. This causes the tremendous rise in the Mochin then. When you said Yisrael, we're in that sort of Kriat Shema, the chakras. Now I might have got off a little bit, but let's go to number Lamed Bet and let the Tiv straighten me out. He says, B'tevis echad, ol chazal leman. Excuse me. That is the second trigger word. So you say the word echad. There is a concept there in the Rishash Siddur of Arba Mises based in, of self-sacrifice. Sacrificing your soul along with the mocha, the continents that are there, causes a rise, causes man. That's the man. So Madrega Shekibo B'Tevis Yisrael. So you're bringing that now, all of that in together with what you had as a result of the word of saying the word Yisrael. And this therefore will cause a yichud to take place between the partsufim up above, which are panimi, which are abba ve'ima. Nimsa shebekriat shema shalamita shalza ola leman, where you see Zah is going up into man. Yeshua call a mochin the katnas the ima b'shlemus. He has all of the mochin the katnas of ima. He has the mekifim and he has the panimi. Kevin shahatzadi the katnas the ima below nistalid b'menach. And why? Because the tzaddik, which is the lowest part of the mochin of ima, which is called the panimi, the mochin the panimim of the katnas of ima. Zel choyelo od lifnei Kriat Shema. He had that before he started the Kriat Shema. But the lamed mem the katnas the ima shekibo b'tevis Yisrael that he got from saying the word Yisroel. But he's still missing all of the mochin the katnas of Abba. The shachas the chubakol hatzalim the katnas the Abba the gamri. So the hatzalim of katnas the Abba is completely and totally gone. So he said, Kriat Shema. So let me see where I'm at now. I think we're on Lamed Gimel. That's still there. Okay, we're still reading it. He said, but Kriat Shema the Yotzer the Shachris. So the Kriat Shema that takes place the second time you say Kriat Shema in the morning. But Tevis Yisrael, when you say the trigger word, Yisrael, Yesh Gabar Lazar Kol Mochen Dekat B'Shleimus. He has now all of the Mochen Dekat complete. Who Mushlam Afida B'Tzelem Dekatas the Abba. He even has the entire Tzelem of the Katas of Abba, all of those lines. As Za goes up in Man, Yesh Gavar Kol Mochen Dekata B'Shleimus. He has at this point all of the Mochen Dekatas incomplete. He has a complete Mochen Dekatas. Behind the Tzelem De'ima, that is, he has the Tzelem De'ima, that is the Tzadi, and the Tzadi which goes into Zer Ampen and the two Makifim of Ima, and the same thing with Abba, the Tzelem de Abba. Masha Ein came to Kriya Shema Shalamita, which is not the case of the Kriya Shema Shalamita, which is what we've been talking about. Because here you're going to have the same thing. He's going to bring up Mayim Nukvin, all the things that he lacks. Yesh lo rak ha-tzelem the katas the ima. He has only the tzelem of katas of ima within it. V'hasi b'menda called the tzelem the katas the abba, and he's missing the entire tzelem of katas of abba. Now let's read on a little bit more and see if we can get through this in a little bit. He says, now you're going to understand the really true reason. Lama Eina Arba Zivugim, why the 4 different times that there are Yehudim that referring to, again, the Yichud of Abba Ve'ima as a result of the Mayim Nukvin that comes from Zachor V'No. V'Arba Rabacham Shachos, the Kriya Shemach Shabbat, so that they're not all the same. But everything really depends on what we said. Because it depends on the preparation state in which Zav finds himself as he's bringing up Mayim Nukvin b'midas echad. So that's how he's able to bring I don't think this word O is the right word, but I'm not sure. That's otachtoina. I'm not sure. Let me see how it goes on number Lamadala. We're over here. So he says here Sheba Arba Mini Kriya Shema. 4 different times we say Kriya Shema Yeshinuyim Bezecha Ve'esha Ma'al Hamand. When we're bringing up the Mayan Nukvin, there are differences. The Gabi Amochin Dekata Sheyesh Lo Oz, because it depends on how much Mochin Dekatas or the quality of the Mochin Dekatas that Zah has at that time. So this is why we know that there are 4 differences in each of the Kriya Shema be'inyan hamshachas and mochin negadlas, both she'enim shavas that are not the same. He said, "V'gam nimshach b'zech sheyesh shinuyim acher kach be'inyan zivug zechah v'nuk," and then after that, it comes out that there are differences in the inyan of the zivug zer anpin v'nuk she'enim shavos, because therefore, as a result of that, the shafat that's going to be coming to zer anpin and his nukva are going to be different. So everything really depends on how much mochin dekatas yesh lo oz be'eshem al haman. So he said mochin dekatas, because according to the mochin dekatas yesh the zecha be'eshem al haman b'tevis echad, according to what is loaded into his springboard, which is the mochin dekatas that he has within him. And remember, I'm thinking myself that mochin dekatas means your worries. It really means all the things that you've done. So if you're sitting by your bedside now, you really should be making a cheshbon. I should be. I'm not great at this. Is it making a cheshbon of where you were today, and bring up all the things that you need should be coming into your Kriya Shema. That's really what this is happening when you say the word Yisrael. Then you're talking about bringing in the worries and all the different kinds of things that you have. Those are the Malchin Dekantnas. On the same way, you could bring down Mochin Degadlus, which is really the understanding of God's work within your life. So then he goes on. I think we're still going. Oh, that's where that stopped. Okay, let's go on to the next one, last one. So he said, so now also this affects We understand that every time you say the word echad, it causes a yichud up above because you're bringing all this mayim nukvin up, and the yichud brings down shefa. And the shefa is in the form of mochin the godless. Now this is really understanding of your position before Hashem. Kam niknasim kulam, so they all come in, or mixasim, or I'm not sure exactly what, im niknasim kulam, or mixasim. I'm not sure what he meant there. So the qualities of the yichudim that take place are going to be affected by this. Asher yichud zecher gadol me'od, because this yichud is tremendous. Because but all of this really depends on what we said previously. So if the way that things are starting out, that all of the moch and the katnas are there, at the time that you're bringing up this mayim nukvin, kach yesh lo koach lahamshech, that it has the strength to bring down hamshachos al yonos melamala, bringing down tremendous amount of shefa from up above, and nimsashach called totally be'inyan zeh. So now you begin to understand is how the process works. It really depends on what's going on in that particular Kriat Shema. Let's look over Lam above. We'll try to get through this as fast as possible so we keep the time not to get too crazy. So now let's understand something. He says that in the Kriat Shema, you're going to get mochen the godless, but they're only going to be the mochen the godless from Ima, not from Abba. And they're not going to be all the mochen the godless of Ima. They're only going to be from the lower 6 spheros of Ima. So the rest of the mochin that God is going to get after he reads, it says the Kriat Shema, but Mida, it's in the Mida. So all of this has another element, though. It really depends on how it works with the mochin the katnas be'eshim alaman, how much mochin the katnas you have. In be'eshim alaman yeshlo kol mochin the katnas, if you have at the time they were bringing up the man, that this is which is on the word echad, you have already within you all of the mochin the katnas. Kochel chazak, it's a powerful force. And then you could receive all of the mochin the godless complete. So it became the ima, became the abba. You get both the abba dika mochin and the ima dika both. But at the time that you bring in the man, and you don't have all of the mochin in shleimus of godness, the kocho cholosh, then it's going to be a weaker power. But the chain ain't a yochel the kabel acher kach call the mochin the god the b'shlemus, and then after that not able to receive all of the mochin the godless completely. So a little bit more, and he says the fim mashuku mushlom b'mochin the godless be'ez Allah zaman. So what you're able to accomplish or complete as you bring in the mochin the godless at the time that you're bringing up the man. In other words, if it's already there and you're still not looking for mochin the godless. This is going to lead to a tremendous yichud between Zachar and Nok. O Zivug Yaakov in Rachel, or a yichud of Yaakov in Rachel. O Zivug Yaakov in Leah, or the other. So we have to go through all these different yichudim. Lamal Laman min Chaza, to elevate her from the Chaza. O the Matach bin Chaza. In other words, depends on where the yichud is going to take place. Let me over the Laman Ches. There is one more here. So that has to be discussed more. Kol masha kosov le'el, so everything that we said above, all of it begins at the beginning. The beginning in regards to what, but it's because it's the time that of bringing up mayim nukvin. Shim yeshlo kol hamochen dekatet be'ezer ma'ala haman. It's going through it again. If you have all of the mochin of katnas presented at the time that you say the word echad, then you're able to bring the mochin down from the highest possible place, and as a result of that, its garment that holds it is going to be tremendously clear. call the Mochen the Godless, and then after that you receive all of the Mochen the Godless, aim the B'tzad Abba, v'chein the B'tzad Ima, or whether they're from Abba's side or from Ima's side. Of Ima, Begam Naas Zivug Mushuvach Ma'od, it becomes a tremendously beautiful Yichud, Shuhu Zivug Yaakovim Rachel, Avachavim Ein Lo Kol Hamochin Dekad, but let's say you don't have all the Mochin Dekad, that's when you say the Kriat Shema. Because if we said there's only one time when you have all the Mochin Dekadas. So then the mochin that are going to come to you for your yichud between Zachor and Nok are going to be of less quality. They're going to be wrapped in a lesser light. Which means, what is a lesser light? It means a thicker light. It means a light that doesn't have the transparency that you would have as you get closer to the Ein Sof Baruch Hu. From the outside of Atik. So You're not getting all of the Mochen de Gadlus. Is not the highest level of Yichud. So everything really depends on the level that Zer Anpin found himself out. When he begins, at the time he starts to say, "My Nukvin," and that's the shir today.